Glory be to Yeshua Hamashiach, you guys. I am back with part 3 of this revelation pertaining to George Floyd. And we are finishing up, you guys. Glory be to Yeshua with this twins thing and everything. So let's finish up. I plead the precious blood of Father Yeshua Hamashiach over you, brothers and sisters all over the world, and over myself once again as we go along finishing up this revelation. Amen. So let's finish up, you guys. So right here in this part, you guys, I'm back in my Google search engine, and this is what Father Yeshua is commanding me to show you. And I'm going to give you a quick testimony right quick of what took place with me on the night of May 23rd, 2020. It was last month, a month ago. And this was 2 days before George Floyd had died, before they had killed him. Before all of this took place. This was 2 days before, as you can see it in my Google search engine, because you guys, this was all spiritual 100% of what I'm about to tell you in a quick testimony. So you guys, on the night of May 23rd, 2020, you guys, I was under really deep spiritual attack from the demonic realm. I could not get Kendrick Johnson off of my mind. And for all of you that don't know who Kendrick Johnson is, he is a young African-American, a young male that they found rolled up in a gym mat here in Georgia. You guys, I live in Georgia. But he was found in Valdosta, Georgia back in 2013. Back in January, I believe the date was January 10th, 2013. They found him at a high school called Landis High School where he went. And they found him dead, rolled up in a gym mat with all of his organs missing and his body stuffed with newspaper. So brothers and sisters, if you don't know who Kendrick Johnson is, this is him who I've just described to you. But for all of you that do know, we all know about Kendrick Johnson and his story. And they never brought anybody to so-called justice. They never found out who did this horrific crime to this young man. And you guys, on the night of May 23rd last month, 2020, I could not, this was 2 days before George Floyd's death. I could not get Kendrick Johnson off of my mind for some reason. I could not get him off of my mind at all. And I won't say I was tormented about it, you know, but I knew Father Yeshua was showing me things with Kendrick Johnson, because you guys, it came out of nowhere and I was under some deep spiritual attack by the demonic realm. But I want to thank Father Yeshua because he is always there, and he healed me just like that, just that instant when I called on his name. See, brothers and sisters, you got to call out to him. This is spiritual warfare. And I could not put my finger on why I was, you know, my spirit was really hurting for Kendrick Johnson. I could not put my finger on it. And you brothers and sisters, I'm going to show you right now. So you see the date right here, May 23rd. This was in my search engines. And I got no sleep that night on the night of May 23rd, brothers and sisters. I lied to you not. I got no sleep. And I was in deep spiritual warfare, and I was crying out. I had to cry out. I was crying out to the Father because I couldn't get Kendrick Johnson off of my mind. And I kept seeing pictures of him, you know, when he was found. They found him and he was badly beaten and he was decomposing. That kept on running through my mind, and it troubled me that whole night. And you may be wondering, well, Tania, why do you have this up? Because I'm going to show you guys right here. Glory be to Yeshua Hamashiach. I was all like, as always, I'm thinking about Kenneka and what Father Yeshua and her are telling me in the spiritual realm. And then I'm thinking about Kendrick that night, on the night of May 23rd last month, 2020. This was 2 days before George Floyd passed away. I could not get Kendrick Johnson off of my mind. And you, like I said, it didn't torment me, but my spirit was greatly disturbed, and I could not put my finger on it until Father Yeshua gave me the revelation 2 days later when George Floyd dies, and then afterward. So this is what I'm going to show you, brothers and sisters, right here. Glory be to Yeshua Hamashiach, you guys. And this was once again on the night of May 23rd, 2020. I was in deep spiritual warfare. I could not get Kendrick Johnson off of my mind at all. I couldn't. I really couldn't. And I cried out to Father Yeshua. Here it is, you guys. There it is. I cried out to Father Yeshua. I'm like, Lord, I'm thinking about Kendrick. Like, is there something you want to tell me? Here it is, you guys, brothers and sisters. I lie to you not. Here it is. On the night of May 23rd, I was looking it up on my cell phone. And this is why you see it right here in my Google search engine. Because I couldn't get it off my mind. I'm like, Father, is there something you're trying to tell me about Kendrick? Because it's really brutal and horrible how he died, you guys. It's horrible what they did to him back in 2013. Until this very day, his case went unsolved. They never found out what happened to this young man, and it disturbed me greatly. Like I told you guys with Kenneka, you know, I never really got into her case until Father Yeshua. Not because I didn't care. It, like right with Kendrick, it disturbed me greatly. But Father Yeshua, I just knew that there was something spiritually deeper with all of this. Like there's something more going on with this. I felt it in my spirit. And I say this humbly before you brothers and sisters. I felt it in my spirit, but I could not figure out what it was. And last month, this was 2 days before George Floyd's death last month, on the night of May 23rd, 2020, I couldn't get Kendrick Johnson off of my mind, as you can see right here. The Lord kept telling me about his death, and I was in some deep spiritual warfare with it. I was, you guys, I was. And I thank Father Yeshua because he is always on time, and he would later reveal to me why all of this happened to me last month during that night. I got no sleep that night, you guys, because the Lord was speaking to me so heavy with this, with Kendrick Johnson. And so what you see right here, this is the supposed person right here that was involved in Kendrick Johnson's death. Brandon Bell and his brother Brian Bell. And their dad, you guys, here. And I don't live in Valdosta, but I do live in Georgia, you guys. But you know Kendrick Johnson, he died in Valdosta. And we're finna get into that. Because you guys, this is all spiritual pertaining to George Floyd and Kenneka as well. You guys, look at how all this ties together. Do you understand? This is one of the ones that they're claiming was responsible for the death of Kendrick Johnson. And they said he confessed it. Him and his brother both confessed to killing Kendrick Johnson. They confessed it. If you go and tap it in on Google right here and look it up. It was confessed by them both. They did it. That they struck him. That Jim with a dumbbell in his neck. And that's how he died. Oh, Lord have mercy. How wicked. But of course, their dad is a Freemason, so you already know, and an ex-cop. So you already know that they take up for one another. They cover one another's tracks. And this is so wicked. It was all about getting his organs. This was all a ritual. And Kendrick Johnson's family, they are all Freemasons as well. They're all in gangs, all of that stuff, you guys. It's all so very wicked. But brothers and sisters, do you understand? This is why I could not get peace. Father Yeshua had me in peace, but the enemy was trying to torment me. And I could tell that I was in spiritual warfare with this. And I was crying out to Father Yeshua, like, what is this all about, Lord? Are you trying to tell me something? Are you trying to show me something with this? And this is what Father Yeshua would show to me with Kendrick Johnson. So I just showed you on my Google search engine on the night of May 23rd. This was 2 days before Kendrick Johnson's death. And you guys, I could not get it off my mind. And this is why. So I'm finna show it to you right now. Glory be to Yeshua. Lord have mercy. This is some deep stuff. You must have spiritual ears to hear and eyes to see. Do you understand, brothers and sisters? Oh, Lord have mercy. Glory be to your name. This is all spiritual, you guys. This is the end. Here it is. The Father cannot lie. This is some deep stuff. So I'm going to show you one more time in my search engine with Kendrick Johnson, like I just showed you guys in the pictures and everything. Because that's what Father Yeshua was showing me on the night of May 25th, or May 23rd, excuse me, back last month. This was 2 days before George Floyd died. Lord have mercy. And my spirit I was really in spiritual warfare, you guys. I was. Why? Because Father Yeshua would reveal to me they were finna bring in that demonic energy with the death of George Floyd, this ritual that they were doing. But see, at the time last month, I didn't know that. I'm just like, well, Lord, what is going on with Kendrick Johnson? Is there something that you're trying to tell me? Because I could not get him off of my mind, you guys. That whole night, on the night of May 23rd, I could not get Kendrick Johnson off of my mind. I couldn't. And it disturbed me greatly. It did. I'm like, Lord, is there something you're trying to tell me? And the Lord showed up. He did, as always. And I give him the glory. I say that humbly, brothers and sisters. I thank him. So let me show you one more time, and then we're going to move forward. Amen. All right, let's keep going. we're finishing up, you guys. Like I told you, with this revelation in particular, it's so much to go over, because this is deep. This is the final time that we are in. And you're seeing this for a reason, once again, because we are in a time of the harvest. The book of Matthew chapter 13, verses 24 to 30, like we've been talking about. Amen. So let's keep going. So this is on the day, this is my search engine in Google, on the night of May 23rd, the day and the night of May 23rd. And this is what Father Yeshua, I just couldn't help it, you guys. I knew it was something in my spirit that Father Yeshua was leading me to about Kendrick. Because I couldn't get it off my mind with him. I couldn't. Here it is in front of you, you guys. I lie to you not. Glory be to Yeshua Hamashiach. I kept seeing Kenneka, of course, and Kendrick right here. Lord have mercy. Here it is. I could not get Kendrick off of my mind. I couldn't. And the Lord was revealing things to me, little did I know, this time last month with this. I kept seeing him, like you see on the right, when they found him, you know, badly decomposed and everything. I kept seeing this with Kendrick. And it really disturbed me, brothers and sisters. It did. Lord have mercy. Glory be to Yeshua. So there you go. So we're going to move forward now. Glory be to Yeshua, you guys. Let's keep going. I'm going to refresh this right quick. Let's give it a second. All right, here we go. All right, now let's look it up. Because who else just talked about Kendrick Johnson? Lord have mercy, you guys. Is this a coincidence? Not at all. This high-level witch right here, this Jezebel horse spirit demon in the flesh right here, Kim Kardashian West, the wife, the so-called wife of Kanye West. Look right here. This is recent, you guys. Right here. On the day of what? June 8th, 2020. This is why, you guys, Father Yeshua just had me to give you the testimony of what I went through back a month ago on the night of May 23rd, 2020, when it pertains to Kendrick Johnson right here. Because who just talked about Kendrick Johnson and reopening his case 7 years after the fact? Kim Kardashian West, who is a high-level witch and who plays in blood, you guys. She bathes in blood. This is a witch right here, and a Jezebel horse spirit itself in the flesh. Kim Kardashian and all her other sisters like her. Lord have mercy. This is what she just recently posted 2 weeks ago. Kim Kardashian West demands justice for Kendrick Johnson on Twitter. You guys, this is 7 years after the fact. Do you think that's a coincidence? Not at all. This is why Father Yeshua had me to just give you the testimony of what I went through that night on May 23rd. This was 2 days after George Floyd's death. You guys, do you understand now how all this connects together? Oh, this is some wickedness. Why are all these so-called celebrities all of a sudden coming out acting like they just so care about those that are in the so-called middle class? Why are they all coming out all of a sudden like this thing right here? Like she just so cares. Where was all of this petitioning and all this nonsense? Where was it 7 years ago when he first passed away? You gonna wait till 7 years after the fact? Lord rebuke you, Satan. Lord rebuke your funky, rotten, serpent seed children right here. Kim Kardashian ain't nothing but a demon in the flesh. You guys, a witch and a Jezebel horse spirit in the flesh. There you go. Demanding justice for Kendrick Johnson. They are such attention whores. Anything to give themselves credit, anything to give themselves attention. You guys, Israel, they don't care about you. They never did. Their job is to use you to promote them own selves and deceive you and get you sent to the lake of fire with them. That is all these celebrities are here to do. They are Satan, serpent seed children. You better wake up. Glory be to Yeshua. That's the only reason why they come out with stuff like this, because